Dragonflight, Season 1 DPS rankings, 18, week 18. We had some bunch of class changes, not class changes, but class tuning going on here. So interesting to see who the new leader is. And it's your boys, the DKs. That's right, the big DKs. Yes, sitting there at the tippy top of the mountain, finally where we belong. All Death Knights belong at the top of the mountain. We are the original hero class. That's right. Look at that. Unholy and Frost DK sitting on top. We are on top. Warlocks are definitely bottoms at this point, you know. We said we're on top there on the bottom. Demonology Warlock and Destruction Warlock sitting there in the second place to DKs. Arms Warrior and Retribution Paladin still in a good spot. Nice to see Ret still in a good spot after all those changes that came in. Sub-Titty Rogue, still the #1 Rogue spec. Havoc, Marksmanship, and then it just drops off there from there. Hunters, I mean, Marksmanship Hunter looks like, this is overall damage. Marksmanship Hunter is, looks like the best spec. But more importantly, for raiding specifically, let's look damage to bosses. Damage to bosses is important. Unholy DK has ungodly DPS right now on single target. My God. And I've seen it. When Tundra Feast in our raid just pops off, this shit's been crazy. Again at the top, yeah. Yeah. This shit is wild. This usually when there's this much of a disparity, we might see a reduction, some kind of patch coming in that will reduce damage from Unholy. But right now, Unholy is at the top of the mountain. We see the Warlocks. It seems like somebody's always competing against Warlocks for the top spot. It's Warlocks or somebody else. Warlocks have just been getting a ton of love. Beast Mastery Hunter, still the #1 single target DPS for Hunters. And Beast Mastery Hunters have been beasts in raid. Assassination Rogue taking the top spot here. And then look at that, Frost DK. We got 2 in the top 10. 2 specs from DKs in the top 10. Demo, Frost Mage. Mages have been, you know, kind of in a decent... They've been okay. I've seen some players really pop off with mages in raid, but I guess it takes a lot of skill at this point to really try to get to the top of chart as a mage. And then we see, you know, the rest here. And then Windwalker Monk traditionally has been at the bottom this entire expansion in terms of single target DPS. Very nice to see. Who is the #1 mover? What the hell does... 23 spots for Unholy DK? Is that a mistake? Was Unholy that low? I don't remember Unholy being that low. I don't know if that's right. 23 spots up for Unholy DK? That's crazy. Who's the biggest bottom mover? We see a drop-off for Survival Hunter, down 7 spots. 7 spots down for Survival. 23, again, I don't know if that's accurate. 23 spots up for Unholy DK. Again, there were a bunch of buffs to Unholy DK in the last little patch rework, in the last little rework for specs and stuff. And that's why we see them really at the top. I mean, Unholy DK just... Like I said, Unholy is ungodly at this point. Look at that. Nice to see my fellow Death Knights at the top.